What is going on, guys? Welcome to a brief intermission of our little building blocks or our confluence or our toolbox series where I teach you guys all the confluences that you guys need in order to create a strategy. And today is just going to be a video talking about how and why you guys should systemize your strategy. So for all the dipshits, and I know for a fact that this video is going to get less views than all the other confluence things, you guys are the idiots. You guys are the problem with the trading industry. You guys are the reason why you are literally your own problem. You are the reason why you guys will never turn profitable. So hopefully you made it this far. So not even a minute in. A lot of you guys already clicked off the fucking video. Let's get into it. We're going to be talking about systemizing your strategy. You guys have to systemize your strategy. What do I mean by that? So I'm going to lay out, whoa, damn, this shit is spicy. Oh. I'm going to lay out different tools for you guys to be able to take trades off of, okay? Different confluences. And eventually I'm going to give you guys my systemized strategy, okay? It's not going to work for all of you guys. Some of you guys think about trading differently. Again, like I said at the very beginning of this trading transformation, if my shit doesn't work for you, choose something else. But when you choose something else, systemize it. And this is probably why the majority of you guys are not able to be profitable with like SMC or ICT concepts. It's not that they don't work. It's that you guys don't have a system. You guys don't have a step-by-step plan on how you're supposed to enter a trade. And if we think about like just being success, okay, I'm sick of this gum already. Come on, bro. Yeah. If you guys just think of, I don't know, like any skill, like usually there's like a step-by-step of how to do something or how to execute something, okay? Or at least like people who are successful. There's variables that are dependent and independent, okay? That's like, it's part of like experiment. So when you guys are experimenting with your strategy, you want to know what doesn't work and what does work. So how the fuck are you supposed to know what doesn't work and what does work if you guys change your entry strategy every fucking day? So when you guys are trying to put these tools together, and I wanted to make this before we go deeper into these tools, because a lot of you guys are going to fuck this up really badly. And I know I did this like horribly, and it caused me to be really unsuccessful for months until I figured out, okay, I have to have a systemized plan. When you guys are getting into a trade, you should have a step-by-step of how you are supposed to enter, because when you do that step-by-step, you're able to immediately say, okay, and you're able to look back on your losing trades, and you're able to say, okay, 90% of the time when I enter off of order blocks, I lose. I should stop entering off of order blocks. Remove that. And you're able to directly identify this confluence is not working for me. Versus if you guys are just in the same thing, like the time frames, the confluences of you guys entering, the pair that you guys are trading, all of these things matter. And that's why you guys should simplify shit down, where first thing, like you guys should only be trading one pair. Second thing, you guys should only be trading during one session, okay? Because that just, boom, immediately one variable plug in for both of those things, super easy. Strategy, we can't just have like green candle, press buy, right? There's a couple more steps. So that's why we want to simplify everything else before we get into our execution. And again, we want to simplify our execution too, or we want to systemize our execution. So within our execution, this is what you guys shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be looking at the weekly, then looking at the daily, then looking at the 4 hour, then looking at the hourly, then looking at the 15 minute, then looking at the 5 minute, then looking at the 1 minute, and marking out every single confluence on every single one of those time frames. You're doing yourself a disservice. And then along with that, what you also shouldn't be doing is on Monday. Let's say your bias is bullish and you found that by looking at the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame, and then you entered on the 1 minute and you won. And then on Tuesday, your bias is bearish and you found that by looking at the 1 hour and the 4-hour, and you entered on the 15 minute and you lost. And then on Wednesday, you looked at the weekly and the 1 hour and you took your trade off the 1 minute. You see how that causes issues where your strategy is, you guys are using technically a different strategy every fucking day because it's not systemized. It's not, look at this time frame. This time frame gives me an input, rotate to the next time frame. Because of that higher time frame input, we get to go to the lower time frame input, and then we make a decision on that. From there, we go to another time frame. We make a decision on that based off those two inputs. You guys should have a system of entry, not just I see this, I go to this, I see this, I mark that, and I enter. It's not how that should work. You guys should see one time frame, get a bias off of that. And because of that bias, you're able to go to another time frame. Maybe both of those time frames are to help you find your bias, right? Maybe you go on the daily, and again, you guys will see my systemized strategy. That's why I'm talking in like vague terms right now, because I don't want you guys to jump ahead because you guys aren't even there yet. But I need to make this video for a lot of people because a lot of you guys are just shooting yourselves in the foot. Okay, so like maybe your systemized strategy is I go on the daily time frame and I see what my bias is based on the overall trend. And then I have that. Boom, that's input one. The bias on the daily is bullish. We rotate to the 4-hour. We see on the 4-hour, the bias is still bullish. Okay, so because of that, we have two bullish biases, two inputs, and then because of those two inputs, we're able to rotate to like the 15-minute time frame. And then we're looking for a sweep of high time frame liquidity. And then from there, we're looking for a break of structure. And then from there, we're looking for one of my entry confluences. Okay, whether that be like order block, fair value gap, equilibrium, breaker block. And then we're looking for reactions out of that. See how that's systemized? We go from daily, 4-hour, 15, and that's not my strategy. I just pulled that shit out of my ass. Don't use that. We went from daily, 4-hour, overall bias, rotate into 15-minute, confluence, entry. It's a step-by-step program. And then from there, when you see, okay, when I enter off of an order block within that program, I'm more likely to lose because you're journaling all of your trades, as you should. I'm more likely to lose. My probability when I'm trading off of order blocks is a lot lower. Boom, you no longer are able to trade off of order blocks. Your probability of winning goes higher. Now we're trading daily, 4-hour. Liquidity sweep, break of structure, only enter off of fair value gap, equilibrium, breaker block. Okay, we see that our probability is a lot lower off of equilibrium. We take that out. Probability of winning goes higher. Until you have literally a step-by-fucking-step program of being able to enter into a trade that, one, won't give you a trade every single day, but two, you know your probability is going to be so high because you were able to take out all of those variables and you know what your probability is going into every single day and every single trade because of that step-by-step process that you guys laid out, where it's so easy, where you literally can just sit on your hands and not do shit ever until those steps have been completed. And then once those steps get completed, it's brainless work. You press buy or you press sell. You set your stop loss, you set your take profits, and we're on our way. That is how strategy should work. It shouldn't be, you like literally every single day you guys are trading a different strategy. I hope you understand that. You guys are trading off of a different confluence every day. You guys are finding your daily bias based off different time frames every day. You guys are entering, you guys have like 30 different strategies that you guys are trying to trade with every single day that you guys don't even know are 30 different strategies, and you're labeling it as one strategy. It's not one strategy. Right now, what you guys are doing is you guys have a bunch of tools, a bunch of confluences, and you're just bundling them all up together and like throwing them at the chart and trying to get a winning trade out of it. That's not how this shit works. Systemize your strategy, and then you guys will be able to identify what's causing you to lose. Versus right now, your strategy is like, I'm going to look at 7 different time frames and enter off of 3 different new confluences per day, and you have no fucking clue why you're winning or why you're losing. And then when you go to do your journaling, you're literally guessing why you're losing. You're saying, oh, like it didn't work out for this. No, bro. Like with the systemized strategy, you guys will be able to see 80% of the time when I enter off of like fair value gaps, I suck dick at them. So I'm no longer going to do that. Boom! That just takes away a fat chunk of your losing trades. That boosts your profitability immediately by systemizing your strategy. Until you guys can break it down and simplify it so much where you guys literally just remove everything that has low probability within your system so that your system is purely high probability. So I wanted to make this video to hopefully help you guys, 1, start systemizing your strategy if you guys haven't already, and 2, prepare you guys to make sure that once I do lay out all these tools for you guys don't just go ape shit and start throwing hammers and nails and fucking wrenches at some shit without having any clue what you're doing. And, then you guys will have... And I will say, I fucked up in the past. Like, with the boot camp, I fucked up where I didn't give you guys a systemized strategy. I kind of just, assumed, and that's probably the worst thing to do, especially with people who are beginners. You should never fucking assume. Okay? This time around, we're not doing that. That's why we're changing the way of the tool and Confluence delivery. Because now the way that I'm delivering Confluence is I'm not showing you guys how to use them or how to enter off of them yet. We're just explaining them. We're just understanding them, and we're just learning how to identify them. And then eventually, when the time comes, once I get through all the confluences, we will be able to take systemized entries and exits. And it's going to be awesome. And hopefully, it takes you one step closer to being a higher probability and a more profitable trader, all for fucking free. Let's get it. All right? I appreciate you guys. That's my video for today. I'm going to try and make 2 or 3 more of these bitches today, so you guys will see me wearing the same outfit probably tomorrow and the next day and the following day. All right? Peace out.